Hey guys, how's it going? It's Pathfinder here. We are back for another episode of our Minecraft survival series. We are playing Minecraft today, so you guys know it is a great day for me. I'm super excited that you guys decided to join me. Let's get to work. Let's take a look at some of the stuff we've got going on today. We were just out doing a little exploring on the horse, but I wanted to get you guys caught up and up to date as to what was going on with our builds. So check it out, guys. You can see our newest build right over there. It is our hotel. Let's take a ride over there and check it out. Last time I left you guys, we had completed the structure and we hadn't really done much else to it. And basically I went through and did all of the interior of it. So it is now a finished product. Added a couple of acacia trees over here, as well as our little pathway. But yeah, we will run inside and check it out. First, we'll go around the back here. We'll park our horse in the back. So we've got the. Oh, don't you go away! You stay right here, right here. We've got just a couple hitching posts and some water and hay in the back for the horses. We hadn't done the side stairs last time, so I went ahead and added those. Just some fencing and the stairs. I think they look pretty cool. I like it. Come around to the front. I'd love to get some banners across the top to spell out the word hotel, and we'll give it a try. But, okay guys, so we went with the black tinted panes because I thought that since it's out in the desert, they'd want it to be cool, and so I thought of it being kind of tinted. We added some benches out front, but then when we come in, we've got our staircase right in the middle. You guys saw that, but we went ahead and added the chandelier to the room. So on this side, we've got our kind of our check-in, like our front desk, our guest services area. So you can come up here and do your check-in, and yeah, just kind of a little entryway. Come around this way, get this thing, and what's it say? Guest services. Check out 11, check in at 1. Nice. So yeah, just added the front desk here, and went through and did that. And then you come around on the other side and it's kind of the lobby, like the waiting area. So if you're waiting to check in or check out or whatever, so yeah, a couple desks, or I'm sorry, not desks, couches, some chairs and a table. Got some books up here in the front if you want to read while you're waiting. Oh, and we added the clock and a couple like bearskin things or leather on there. Yeah, that's about it. You come up the stairs, you just kind of have a table here to greet you. You come down and we've got our emergency exits so we can get in and out quickly if we need to. And then you come around this way. Yeah, and I didn't do anything fancy on the chandelier. I didn't really go all that out on it. I made one that I thought looked good and added a little decoration around it on the top. So yeah, we've got the 4 rooms. All the rooms are kind of the same. We've got a table and a bed and a chest. We can take a look. I think the one on this side is a little bit different. I think I had like a dresser in it. With the table and the chest as well. So yeah, that's about it. Put up some paintings, just kind of decorated the rooms. Got the balcony out here to where you can see over to the the rest of our builds and our main fort. You can walk right over to the saloon, which we toured last time. There's the other room that we hadn't looked in, the only other one. So, yeah, I'm really happy with it. It turned out really well. I really like the guest check-in area. That took a little bit of time to try and figure out exactly how I wanted this to look, but I think it turned out all right. So yeah. So there we are. We've got our hotel. So now it's a little bit nicer now. You know, out here in the desert, we've got a couple buildings. Let's go ahead and take this guy. There we go. We've got a couple buildings out here now, and so it doesn't look quite so barren when you're looking over this way. Oh look, Crazy Horse decided to stop spinning. Maybe we can nudge him up there. You want to start spinning? Look at that. Go, Crazy Horse, go. Yep, he's excited about it. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm still working on the banners, but maybe we can get those put up, and we'll see what it looks like. But for now, we're going to go ahead and call that one completed. So yeah, we'll bring our horse back over here. We've got a little bit of a project that we want to start on today. No escaping. No escaping. That's like my fastest horse. Yeah, we got a little bit of a project. What's up, Jerry? How are you doing today, man? Yeah, I think they look cool. I added the little acacia trees to try and go through and add a little, I don't know, just add a little depth to the situation. Anyway, let's run up here because this is where we're going to be working today. And I'll show you guys what I had in mind. We need to start to bridge the gap here. Now, when we initially moved in or found our homeland, which I thought it was pretty cool, I went back and watched episode 4, my episode 4, and just to see us, we came over where that mushroom is because we were out there at the temple, and we just kind of wandered and stumbled into this area. And yeah, to look at what it used to look like to what it is now is just crazy. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So if you get a chance, go back and check out episode 4, or at least, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes of it, and you'll kind of see as I stumble across this area, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think this might be the spot. This might be perfect. You know. Anyway, so my point is that we focused all of our attention over here. And that's fine, because that was definitely one of the things that we wanted to do. But one of the things I talked about in that episode was building in the mountains, building in these cliffs. And we haven't, you know, we've made this little area, which is pretty cool, but there's a lot more that I wanted to do. And I think one of the things that we need to get started on is if we come over here. Oh, I had to put my diamond armor away. I think we're back to our old iron armor. I don't have any more diamonds right now. I haven't had a chance to go mining really at all, and so I don't want to lose it because it's got some good enchantments. Anyway, we need to get over there. We really do. That's the spot where I want to be. I need to open up the inside of this mountain because I have big plans for the inside of this area. And yeah, I need to get over there so I can get to work. So I brought a whole bunch of these things with me. And this is what we are going to work on. We're going to see if we can't. Well, look at that. We mess it up right on the very first one. And we don't even have a pickaxe. Oh, we do have a pickaxe. Okay. We're going to see if we can't bridge the gap here, guys. We're going to try and get across this cavern. And we're going to make... I debated on whether or not I wanted like a low swooping wooden bridge a la like Indiana Jones. Or if I wanted to do a stone bridge. And I think we're going to do... Look, my boat is trying to escape. Oh, that waterfall looks cool. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And I ultimately decided to go with the stone bridge for this one, because if you look back in here, we are going to have a bunch of different bridges going through this area. And back here, kind of one that isn't like one of the main ones, I figured back and across through here, we can make like the wooden one that'll kind of hang down and swoop across. I still need to explore this little area right across from us. But just look how cool that is. I really want to go through and dig all this out and make the river run all the way through the bottom of this ravine. And then on this side where we're going to build this stone bridge, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'd like to make it so that it passes through a waterfall. So we'll see if we can get that started or not. So I'm going to work on this. I think it'll be kind of boring to sit and watch me do stone, stone, stone. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and bridge across the ravine here, and then I'll come back once I get to the other side and maybe get a little bit better idea of what the underneath of this bridge is going to look like, because obviously we need it to look good. So I'll catch up with you guys here in just a minute. Okay, so I just wanted you guys to check this out. We are across on the other side of where we're building our bridge, and kind of made it over to the other side. And man, you know, this is just amazing. I mean, this area that we built in, and look at that waterfall back there. This area is so cool. I just can't get over how cool it is. Like, once I got over here and started to look around, I was like, man, look at how these cliffs are ridiculous. And this is where we're going to be moving over to and trying to build some more stuff. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys so you guys could see what I was seeing. I mean, look at how cool this place is. This whole area back in here, we're going to build so much stuff back there. And look, I'll show you where we're at in relation to our fort. It's not that far. We are literally just right over this ridge right here. Like, this is us. Right there. You know what I mean? How cool is that? So, anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it was looking like on the other side. So we've got the super rough cut of our bridge set up here. We need to get underneath and do all the arches and the supports and make it look cool and natural. You know what I mean? And we'll go through and get all that worked out. But we've got a link to the other side. Ooh, don't fall. And yeah, I basically just ran up and looked over that ridge, and I was like, oh my goodness, look at all the cool stuff over there. And so you can see I started to dig out. We are going to be able to come in through here, and I'm hoping to build this area out to where we're going to have a waterfall coming down. You kind of have to go through a little bit of a waterfall to get in here. But yeah, we're going to start going this way into the mountain. And yeah, I've got big plans for this area over here. But anyway, I just kind of wanted you guys to have a chance to see what I was seeing and what it was looking like. Super cool, guys. Super cool. Yeah. So we've had a little bit of a disaster. We had a small spill. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at that. So we did not want this gigantic waterfall to overtake the entire mountain by any means. What had happened was, let's see if I can explain this. So I had made it so that water would flow down onto here, and I had it perfect to where it would just flow and stop right there, and it wouldn't go anywhere else. And then I moved one of the blocks, and then it started to pour all the way out. So then I tried to start fixing it, and it just got worse and worse and worse. So what I did was I was like, oh, well, I'll just jump up and take the water away, right? And you can see the torches up there because the water kept freezing up there and it would stop flowing down. So I was like, oh, I'll just take the water away. So I took the water away, and then you have to put the buckets somewhere. So I was like, well, I'll just put the buckets right over there. Put them up there, and they froze. Like there. You can see there they froze. Well, when they froze, they stopped being a water source. And the water dried out. But then, about right here, it stopped drying out, and it just started going again. So none of these blocks over here are water source blocks. And so I can't stop it from happening. Yeah. That is, well, we've got Niagara Falls. Okay? So we've got a ridiculous water ridiculous. But not the end of the world. We'll just go with it for now. I thought it would be super cool if you had to run through water, pardon me, to get into this room. And I had it, and then I messed it up by tinkering with it. Whoa. Anyway, so yeah, we have Niagara Falls now. Huge. It doesn't even look that cool right up here. Like it needs to come. Water. What a pain. And I haven't really been able to get anything else done. This is not the entryway frame that I wanted. None of this is really how I wanted it. And then you come in, we've got our water supply. You can see I'm still digging out the room to try and get it the way I want it. So, I don't know. I really don't have a clue as to what I'm going to do. I just wanted to show you guys this massive disaster. Because even when I go through and I take away all the water source blocks everywhere up here, it dries out and it comes down. And on this side it stops about right there. And then it just keeps going for some reason. And there are no water source blocks there to take with a bucket, so I can't fix it. And now I have no idea how I had it to where it was just flowing over the ridge of this thing and stopping right here and not going any further. And I know I could put signs down or trapdoors or something to contain it just in this one little area. But I didn't. I just wanted it to be more natural. But we're going to have to go with the vines and see what happens with the vines. And we'll see if we like it or not. Anyway, water. Water. It's so dangerous. Okay, so here we are. We're trying to figure this out. Give ourselves a little foundation underneath the bridge. And it's a little more tricky than I thought. I thought I had an idea of a shape that I wanted, but it's not quite working out the way that I was hoping. But I think kind of that shape right there is pretty close to what we want to do. I don't know. It's really difficult because I haven't made a support like this before. I haven't really made a bridge like this before. So yeah, we're just kind of going with it. Oops. And I knew it would be tricky to work on the side of the the side of the mountain, like underneath. And if I would have been smarter, I would have. Oops, I feel like I would have waited and put the water down at a little bit later. Can I put one right there? That was kind of the one spot that I was like, oh, I want to put one in there. There we go. Like that's going to make any difference, but So I think that's kind of what we're looking for here. It's kind of, oops, now I can't get up. There we go. I think that's kind of the pattern that we're looking for. And we'll just go through and repeat it down the other side. So really, I think the pattern for me was pretty simple. We have one here. Oh, this is probably like the worst camera work ever, spinning around upside down. And there, and then this one was the one that I just jumped up and tried to put in. So it should just kind of repeat this pattern down, one more, and once we get to, so we're going to need more dirt. This is such a kind of a tricky angle to work with. You guys can see it's obviously a little challenging to be able to try and look up at this thing. Now, that looks the same. That looks the same, and that looks the same. This one right here looks like it has one more in it, doesn't it? And then this one comes down one. And then, oh, I see why. It's because I've gone in and filled in the gaps already. So I made the supports after I kind of made my initial. That's probably what I'm looking at. I made the supports after I made the initial pattern. So I kind of made the stair step pattern down, and then I went through and filled in the supports. So if I'm trying to go through and mimic the two, it'll be a little bit different than my original pattern. If that makes sense, it'll be different than my original pattern because my original pattern didn't have the pillars in it. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully you guys can understand that. So we'll just have to go through and we'll try our best to replicate it. And see, here's one of those spots where, what are we going to do to get down? Lower one. I guess we have to run over here. And can we reach from down here? We can. Excellent. And then, what do we got? We've got, oh, I can't see anything now. So, I know this probably isn't that exciting, but I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea of the challenge of trying to, man, I wish I could get down lower, because it looks like this comes down one, doesn't it? Like that. And then there's this where it goes straight across. I feel like it's up one too high. That's so hard for me to tell from being all the way down here. I guess we will find out when we get to the wall, won't we? You know what? That actually might be it, right? So, anyway, yeah, I kind of wanted you guys to see a little bit of how this build was coming together, you know, and I got a little frustrated earlier with the waterfall going everywhere, but you know, I actually kind of like it now. I've been looking at it for a little while and kind of messing around in this area, and it doesn't bother me as much as it did originally. It wasn't my initial intent for it to look like that, but I kind of like it now. Let's try something risky. Oh, we made it. You know, at first I wasn't a huge fan of Niagara Falls, Which block are we shooting for? That one? But it's actually not so bad. In the end, I kind of like it, to be honest with you. Sometimes those mistakes that you make end up being some of the coolest things, you know? Okay. If, for some reason, this actually all lines up, and I don't think we will be able to tell unless we get rid of our dirt scaffolding and get down lower. So let's get rid of our dirt scaffolding. I'm afraid I'm going to fall. The only thing I'm not sure is how thick this piece was across the bottom. And what am I standing on here? Another piece of scaffolding. Let's see. See, that appears to match it all the way down. And then this right here looks to be... No, I don't think it is any thicker. You know what? No. And see, I kind of thought we'd have to be using more stairs through here. Something is different here. What is it? Well, you know what we're going to have to do? So we're going to have to run upstairs and get to sleep so that we're not out here trying to fight mobs and build upside down on the bridge as well. So let's run in and get some sleep, and I'll meet you guys back out there. Alright guys, look at this. This struggle is 100% real. This is ridiculous. So I'm over here trying to finish off the bottom of the bridge, and man, you know, this water is just something that has been unbelievable. So to finish off the edge of this thing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put some dirt up against the wall so I can kind of get underneath here and bring it out. Well, when I took the dirt away, the water stays there. Apparently, I do not understand the mechanics of water. And so now I've got this giant water bubble sticking out. And to finish this, I have to try and do it inside the waterfall. Oh man, I mean, I'm not upset about it. I just wish I would have not put the water down until I had everything built. So if you guys are ever thinking about making a giant waterfall, I would recommend building your structure around it first and then going with the waterfall. Because at this point, trying to build inside of the waterfall has just been ridiculous. And I don't really see much point. You can put that in there and there. I don't really see much point in me filling in the actual beam here. I mean, we're going to do it, you know, because we want it to be symmetrical all the way across. But I don't think you'll ever be able to see it. So, anyway, here we are doing a balancing act over the canyon, building these horrible dirt scaffolding everywhere, and I keep running back and trying to stand back and look at this side and then look at this side to make sure it's all even, and it's super tricky. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you ever plan on building a gigantic waterfall around something, build whatever the structure is that you want first, and then go ahead and put the waterfall in. Because otherwise, you're going to be struggling. Because I am struggling. But I think it'll totally be worth it once I get it figured out. Alright, well, I'm going to try and finish off this last little portion here. And I think that looks right. So look right to you guys? I sure hope so. It's hard to tell with all that water in there. Crazy water. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this branch and clean it up, and we'll come back and see if we can't see the finished product. Oh my goodness, guys. What an exciting build. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this one. The bridge, we knew it was going to be a challenge, but my goodness, water physics are a huge challenge. But the good news is we are done. We have a bridge, and we actually have a decent bridge. So we can run across. We've got our huge Niagara Falls, which probably there's nothing we can do about. When we go and defeat our, whatever they are, the water temples where the guardians are, we'll get some sponges, and maybe we can sponge it all up and start over. But who knows? Maybe we will just be used to it by then. I'm going to make this entrance maybe a little bit different, but we come in through here, and you guys can see that we've started to really get this area dug out. This room is probably going to be 5 times bigger than this, maybe even larger. So, ton of digging to get done in here. But if we come out this way, let's jump down and see if we can't get a good look at the bridge. I actually had never made a bridge like this before, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a learning experience. Hopefully I didn't complain too much during the video, but that water, man, that water will get you. So there it is. That's our bridge. We've bridged the gap finally. It took us, oh, I don't know, I think, what is this, 46 episodes to finally get from one cliff to the next. But we now have our spot, and let's see, is there a boat here? There is. We now have our spot, and hopefully, you know, we can start to make some progress over into the other cliff here. I have a huge project for that area. Like I said, the area that I have dug out is maybe 1/5 the size of what it's actually going to end up being. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. The project inside this mountain will take many episodes. There's no way we'll get it done anytime soon. So, but it'll be exciting, and at least now we can get over there. And the bridge actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really looked at it all that much. I made it, and then this is really the first time I've been down here looking at it since it was 100% done. And I like it. I think it's pretty cool. So, alright guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I know I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. And I really appreciate all of your feedback and everybody taking the time to watch, pardon me, watch my video today. So, alright guys, remember, until next time, remember guys, always make your own path. Bye-bye.